Hey, my name is Larry and I'm the founder of Regnas Bags. I just want to take a couple of moments to explain to you a little bit of my journey to where I'm actually at right now, designing, having the bags manufactured, and also having them ready for sale. So I started the company back in 2020. It came with an idea. The idea was, how do I actually get all of my belongings into a bag and easy to be able to pull out at moment's notice. So I have a good friend that is a retired union electrician, very meticulous. What I actually found out from him, he explained to me some years past when he was actually doing some apprentice work and teaching me how the business actually was run. He explained to me this one concept. He said, Larry, a place for everything and everything in its place. And that stuck with me. That little phrase stuck with me up until right now, to this day. And when he explained the concept of that and what it really meant going forward with just your life and organization, the amount of stress that would be dropped down when you need something at moment's notice. When you come into a problem, you see the problem. Then you figure out ways to solve the problem. Then you figure out the tools that you actually need for that problem. Then you start addressing the problem with those tools to come to the solution. So with us, we found an issue with the bags. The way we were traveling, our travel stress was really high, like a lot of people out there. And then we tried to take that travel stress, the stuff that you can control, such as packing your bag with all the necessary items that you actually need, finding out where your passport is when you got to go through TSA right at moment's notice. We wanted to make sure that we made all the pockets in a position that you can actually start working them from muscle memory. And what I mean by that is a police officer. He's got his tool belt on every single day he goes to work. So if he ever needed his taser, if she ever needed her handcuffs, if they ever needed to get their firearm out, they can do all of that at moment's notice, just pulling it out without having to look to see where it's at. So the exact same thing with a carpenter. He's got his work belt on. So if he's actually standing on the ladder and he's actually doing some work on the ceiling, he can actually just grab something from his tool belt without even having to look at his tool belt, just from muscle memory, and then be able to perform the work. So with that one system that he actually has to actually get to his way to be able to solve this problem, just makes it that much easier and frictionless going to get to the final product, to the final destination where they're actually trying to go, and getting the work completed and finished. So the same thing goes on with this bag. We wanted to create the bag with a number of pockets that was not overwhelming, but it's going to fit your everyday travel needs. We have 3 different bags on the market. So the first one we actually have is our small crossbody bag. So we have just enough pockets on here that should fit, on average, every person's items on a daily basis. So with that being said, the amount of pockets that it has, it's not overwhelming, and it's a little bit more than what some people would actually think that they need to take with them when they start writing down the list of what they take with them on a daily basis. 30, 40 years ago, you really wouldn't have too much in your pocket. You have your keys, you have your cash, and I don't know, maybe a couple other things, maybe a comb to do your hair, right? So nowadays, you have more than just your money. You have your cards, you have some sort of a minimalist wallet or an actual wallet. You have your keys, you have your cell phone, you have different types of adapters for that, power cords, all different things. Then don't forget, like, your little snacks, like some gum or some mints or something else extra that, depending on your daily adventures that you're going through, that you're gonna have to take along with you. So we have 3 different levels of bags. This is our lowest level in regards to the amount that it can actually carry for an everyday use. Then we have a larger one with our travel needs that's geared towards more of a longer extended stay. So things that you wouldn't normally keep with you on a daily basis would be inside of that bag. So the main point what I'm actually getting at is a place for everything and everything in its place. So when we're going to take our bags with us, we want to make sure they have everything that we actually need. We're going to make sure that they're in their exact same pockets all the time, and we're going to be able to know where they're at without having to look inside the bag and start searching around for different items. You know exactly where that place is at that you put it at earlier. So then you can actually go directly to that pocket, directly to that compartment, and pull that out without any issues. So then you're not fumbling around inside the line trying to look for things that may have fallen to the very bottom of your bag, and then you got a long line of people people that's actually standing behind you. They're kicking, they're screaming, they're pushing, they're waiting for you to hurry up and get out of the way so they can get to their next appointment. So you're not slowing anybody else up in line. You're actually getting everything out nice and quick and easily, and you're going about your business to get to your next destination. So with that being said, this has been a great bag to be able to cut down and minimize on the travel stress. That's a little bit of what I've actually found in regards to why I decided to create the Regnas bags and start this brand up.